That's it. The Rotten Tomatoes score is out. We know that this is the de facto seal of quality. If the Rotten Tomatoes is great, well, the critics are right and the fans are probably right, unless they hate the project and they can review bomb it, and they're the ones that's right and Rotten Tomatoes is wrong. Or if Rotten Tomatoes is low, then you look at Rotten Tomatoes and you go, aha, but I like this. They're wrong with the critics, but the fans are right. Welcome to Rotten Tomatoes, a world in scorekeeping that nobody understands. Let's talk about Superman. Alright, let's just cut to the chase. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, their score is out. At the time I am making this, there is obviously still reviews coming in. They will continue to pour in. This is important to note for everybody, as the reviews do change, as typically there's now more than 400 reviews for any big blockbuster. So obviously, as the reviews continue to pour in, if it goes significantly up and or down, we will cover it. We'll report on that. So if you see this 4 days after the fact that I'm reporting on the initial wave and it's off, we don't have a time machine. I wish I did. We don't. Now, of course, let's talk about what Rotten Tomatoes is, because people don't get it. So enter the spiel. Actually, before we get that, it has an 87. Now here's the spiel. Okay, let's explain what Rotten Tomatoes is. So to make everything really simple, Rotten Tomatoes is an aggregate review site which, if your movie is seen as super successful and the critics love it, you get a fresh rating. If your movie's between amazing and bad, you get a tomato. And if your film is bad, you get a rotten rating. Now, these are calculated not by Rotten Tomatoes, and people never seem to understand this, because they're constantly complaining about how Rotten Tomatoes is wrong about their favorite film and focusing on the audience review, which should tell you everything you need to know, because Rotten Tomatoes has two different scores. How this works is that they take all the critics that are approved for their system, aka places like Variety, Deadline, and so forth, including smaller outlets, and they contribute to the tomato meter, while on the other side, you got the, the audience score, and typically there is usually a discrepancy between the two. All these scores are put into a aggregate machine, and, well, it spits out what your Rotten Tomatoes rating would be, / the overview of it, and you got it with, well, the RT score. And if that's not good enough for you and you want more insight besides just the number, you can click the reviews or the ratings, and it brings you all the way down to the bottom of the page, where you can scroll to your heart's content and see what fans and approved critics think of various different projects. There is no singular person at Rotten Tomatoes that's responsible for this score, so when you hear people saying Rotten Tomatoes is wrong, that's because they don't understand how the system works. The system is pretty simplistic. It's a great way to be able to gauge the general consensus of critics and audiences, and, well, it's a service that's become commonly and widely used across the industry to gauge interest and, of course, the love of franchises and projects. Okay, so now you know Rotten Tomatoes is not a person. It's in fact an aggregate, and sitting, well, okay, I refreshed it, 88, 87, it's bouncing around high 80s. This is good. This is real good. This is probably going to carry over into ticket sales and positive hype. This is the best possible outcome. To say that I am excited might be an understatement. To say that I'm excited since Ricardo took up the press offer and went and saw it for us is going to be an understatement. I cannot wait to see this now that the positive buzz is out. People seem to love it. The initial early buzz that we got late last night, through the roof. I mean, it looks like we're going to be eating good. So, obviously, we'll be back with other outlets and talking about what's going on, but things are looking like they're off to a great start with a brand new DCU. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.